Hey fellow citizens, what's up? My name is Tony and this is the 15-minute gaming channel. Alpha patch 3.14 has finally been released to Evocati and is now available to test. But before we get into that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell and smash that like button. Right, without further ado, let's get on with the patch notes. So in this build, they are hyper-focused on the Crusader / Orison landing zones and the gas cloud tech. Many other features are partially in, but they're going to come in over the next couple of patches. Current cloud tech is still in active development and not final. There's ongoing work on the SDF occlusion, which should help alleviate the graphical artifactings, that's visual dots and lighting effects and stuff. Additionally, we are working towards local VFX for the clouds, which will make a big difference in overall quality. So included in this build, they've only put the Aurora MR, Mustang Alpha, Gladius 300i and Vanguard Warden. So there's a little bit there of ship functionality. The 400i is apparently also being confirmed, but not in the build yet. Also, the default landing zone and spawn locations is all around Orison. So as you can imagine, there's quite a few known issues. Ship capacitors are in an incomplete state for this build, so they will not be collecting feedback on all things related to ship flight and combat. A small amount of players may experience very fast flashing lights on Crusader in Orison. This appears to happen on the NVIDIA 10 series cards. Gas clouds on Crusader appear to have moving graphical artifacts that appear as dots. Large frame rate drops in most areas of Orison. The replace me balls can be seen on various consoles. So these are ones they use for testing lighting and reflections and stuff like that. They can also be seen near the transit platform in Orison. If a player logs out before the ship vehicle claim timer is over, the game will make it unavailable from there on forward. Ships are unable to be restocked. Players can fly into areas with no collisions at the main concourse. A strange out-of-place white texture can be seen all across the industrial platform in Orisons. Missions do not recognize players entering zone and AI are unresponsive. The pilot weapons HUD will no longer be visible after entering and exiting the turret. Cave FPS missions withdraw themselves when you get near the planet or cave. AI ship nameplates are missing. Intense fog can be seen in the docking port interior at all rest stops when docking. The player has no collision when they are manning the mining turret of the Rock DS. There is a flashing that occurs intermittently when viewing the VMA in the Moby glass. Emotes do not work via chat or pit. So the new features, we've got locations, new planet Crusader, new city Orison landing zone, which comprises of a latticework of platforms suspended in mid-atmosphere on the gas giant Crusader. New Babbage Hospital interior location, added in the interior of the new Babbage Hospital. This first pass will add in the location lobby and additional remodeling of the lobby near the Habs in New Babbage to accommodate the hospital in gameplay in future releases. Core tech, Planetary Clouds version 1. This is the initial version of the bespoke system to convincingly render multi-layered volumetric clouds of varying scale within planetary atmospheres. That was a lot of words. Graphic settings additions. We've added a few new graphic settings that will help give players more control over their experience. So you can turn the clouds on and off, put view distances, that sort of thing, which is good because I can imagine that's going to destroy frame rate in some areas. So there's also quite a few major bug fixes. I've cut some out but left most of them in. Player friends list in game should no longer be capped at a maximum 50 players. Players' oxygen levels should no longer start to deplete after using QT in a ship. Fixed an issue causing the ECN alert mission countdown timer not to display. Weapons placed in ship weapon lockers should now persist in all ships correctly when it has been stored and retrieved. This is really good for me. I want to see weapons stay in there and food and that sort of thing when you can use it in the future. Large ships attempting to OO land in rest stops and orbital station hangars should no longer become stuck. Mission giver AI will no longer break if the MP sits down in the designated seat before they do, which is quite funny. When you throw a grenade, it should no longer have a chance to reappear in your hand. Vehicles with weapon gimbals should now correctly default to a fixed mode when the setting is turned on. Players should no longer remain in ADS, aim down sights, when reloading an FPS weapon. NPCs should no longer be able to push the player away from kiosks. The hot tub in the constellation Phoenix should no longer be missing some geometry. Very important one there, you've got to have that hot tub. Friendly AI ships during missions, so now quantum away correctly after all hostile AI ships in the area have been destroyed. Bartenders should no longer be missing. Fixed an issue causing players unable to claim their ships. When performing an unlawful delivery mission, pilots' drug box should now get despawned correctly. Underground facility turrets should no longer be missing. Player's head should now correctly remain looking up at the ceiling when respawning. Wiping the helmet visor should now correctly clear icing. And fixed a noticeable performance drop of around 10 FPS when navigating around the lower rear section of the Prowler when on a moon. Very specific. Also, technical wise, they fixed 4 client crashes, 3 server crashes, and a server deadlock. And there we have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be back with the next update after that, bringing you all the latest patch notes. So thank you very much for watching. See you on the next one. Goodbye.